voice of Nigeria in diaspora. This is the voice we are all waiting like you.
Look at this question. I never wanted to talk about this question, but I want to answer what Obinna just said.
Okay.
Obinna said, oh, Tinubu is talking about Q. Okay, look at it. Tinubu is talking about Q in Niger, and he is not talking about him snatching away the masses mandate.
See, which is okay. Let me also respond to Obinna's question.
Yes.
When we talk about democracy, we say democracy is government of the people, by the people,
and for the people.
And that is meaning that is the people coming together in a transparent manner to elect their leaders and hold them accountable. All of us across Africa, even the day this coup happened, and there was that a news analyst from South Africa who said that while ECOWAS is not as strong as it used to be, is because Nigeria is a chair of ECOWAS right now,
yes.
And
we have
Tinubu's
lost
presidency is also in question because people are saying that Tinubu's presidency is illegitimate because of the way.
look at what Sylvester said. He said Tinubu is the first to do Q.
Yeah, democratic.
He said that Tinubu snatched the government of Nigeria. Civilians snatched the Nigerian government, and he's talking about Q in Niger. You see, that is what Sylvester is saying. That Tinubu snatched away the people's mandate. That he did civilian coup in Nigeria, and he's talking about the military coup in Niger.
And
you see,
and I think that's why the ECOWAS head of state play hypocrisy, because some of them have changed the constitution of the country from second term to third term,
just to favor them.
And most of those African countries, you see, both in Nigeria, the poverty rate, the frustration, the corruption.
That brings me to this question, Dr. Afan. Do you think Nigeria can survive going to war over there? You think so?
It's so ridiculous, because even again, some of the questions we're having here, people are say, how can Nigeria, who can't even feed, you can't even pay for her own budget, you borrow money to run your budget, you want to go to war in Niger. That is,
how can you finance it?
Look at yesterday, the labor union went on a mass demonstration. Look at for people in Nigeria to eat now in the country is so hard.
It's difficult.
Gas is so difficult to get fuel. There's no jobs. There's no industrialization. The poverty and the hardship is so difficult in the country.
And religiously, Nigeria is not stable.
No.
Economically, Nigeria is not stable.
No.
There is no stability. Politically, we're not stable.
We can't even defeat Boko Haram.
We can't even. Okay, look at everywhere. Boko Haram is there.
Kidnapping
is there. Killing is there. So everywhere they are killing people. We have not even solved our internal problems.
Yes.
So we are looking outside to solve their problem when we have a lot of woods in our eyes. Yes, now we are seeing the little grains of sand that is other person's eyes. Yes. It somehow.
Niger affair is an internal affair, and Niger is a sovereign nation. I think then is their problem. We should allow them, Nigerians, to be able to solve the internal problem, just like when military were leading Nigeria.
Yes.
So we're able to continue to follow it until we're able to transition from
there to whatever they say is democracy. That is not democracy, because I look at it as autocratic.
Yes.
We don't have democracy.
Yes.
Because democracy is achieved by people voting for the person they want. Yes. This is us. Because if you do something right, you will have power. Power is given by the people.
Yes.
It's earned. It's not by force.
It's not force.
And if we have real 100% democratic president, you will be able to talk and stance.
And people,
and people listen. And people obey, not because they are scared of you, but they do it because they respect you, because you have that value and you carry masses along.
Dr. Bless, what is so interesting about this Niger stuff? When you read across social media to hear the voice of Africans around Africa, you see that the younger Africans are saying, we are tired of this puppet who are the head of state. We want, and like the guy in Burkina Faso, he's 35 years old. He took over the leadership of Burkina Faso, and he said, "Listen, I don't understand how Africans will have all these mineral resources and we are poor. What is going on?
Something is wrong somewhere."
Africans are clamoring for United States of Africa. There's need for Africans to resolve,
unite together and move Africa. It's high time for real. Okay. It's high time to move Africa forward.
Statistics say that over 1,200 Nigerians died crossing Sahara Desert to Europe last year. 1,200 people. This is the data that
okay. This brings me to this now, Dr. Afam. Just look at it. All the natural resources that Africans are blessed with is being shipped out of African countries to establish other places, develop other places, utilized by other places. then even now manpower is also shifting from Africa to other places. What is going on? These are the problems and concerns that every individual, look at their questions. We can't go through all the questions because we will not go out of this place today. These are the questions that ECOWAS is supposed to do. Sit down.
Do retrospective.
Retreat back. Think. What is going on?
And the younger Africans are saying enough.
Enough is enough. Look at how they are recycling the old ones back into the system. What have we gained?
The masses.
When the young ones with new ideas, burning ideas,
not being given opportunity,
burning desire to develop their country, are not given the opportunity. We are recycling the old ones that are greedy, that are insensitive, that are killing, that I don't even know how to quantify them. We are recycling them when we have good ones that have the capacity to do the job. It's so sad. And you're expecting that these young ones will fold their arms and be happy? They are human beings like you and I.
Yeah, there's a bunch of frustration across Africa.
More a lot of agitation, young ones.
Even in Nigeria. Like we have crude oil, but we don't have any single refinery in the country.
We buy.
Yeah. So
ship crude by
like in this Niger, uranium is being tapped in the country, refined in France. So you see, if African leaders start to say, hey, Shell, Chevron, all these people extracting our oil in Nigeria, going to their own country to refine it, build your refinery here
in our country. You
pay
do it here, build it,
employ our people.
Yes.
That is how
that is what I'm expecting for the ECOWAS to come together to unify Africa and look at African problems and say, how can we prevent coup from happening?
Yes.
And for you to talk about how to prevent coup from happening, you have to go to your people.
Yes.
How can I make my people? Because if you lead them well, you don't need to campaign because they will campaign for you because they want you.
Yes.
You see? So all I was expecting, and the masses are expecting with all their questions, is for the leaders to sit down and think about African problems. How can they solve it? How can Africa be Africa in the midst of foreign leaders, to be able to talk like foreign leaders, like not being oh yes sir,
exactly, not
using us